Hi everyone. This video is featuring my newest painting, Girls in the Mirror, and this painting was an art assignment for art class. We were supposed to take a historical painting and place ourselves in the painting. So this painting is one that I have been wanting to do for a very, very long time, actually for a couple of years, but I never brought myself up to do it. So the historical painting that I decided to recreate is Girl in the Mirror by Norman Rockwell. And the reason I selected Norman Rockwell was because he was one of my favorite artists as a child. I was very influenced by his work and wanted to be just as skilled as he was. Of course, Norman Rockwell was almost like very realistic in his artwork. Even his sketches were amazing. So I tried my best. Now, in his art piece, the girl in the mirror is looking at herself and her reflection is the same as her body. The person that she's looking at is a model in a magazine, and she's basically comparing herself to the model. However, when I redid this painting, I decided to make the reflection white and to make the person looking at the reflection black, which was supposed to be me. And the model in the magazine, I tried to make it look like the model in Norman Rockwell's original painting, but it kind of went, I don't know where. And I felt like she looked kind of strange. When I saw the woman in the magazine or in my efforts to paint her, the more I painted her, the more she looked to me like the people who overdo plastic surgery. So I said, oh wow, this works. However, my professor was like, oh my goodness, it looks like a geisha. I don't know the proper term. I think it's geisha. But he thought it looked like a geisha. So it's like three different types of girls or young women all pining for some type of ideal that they will never reach. Now, this painting, when I was a child, I went to a predominantly white school. I said this in a couple of videos. And it wasn't until I was older that I realized the lengths that my curriculum and the people around me went to try to make me dislike myself, like whether it be disliking my skin color, disliking my hair color, or my hair texture. It was very, very intense. But I didn't notice it because by the time I started that school, I had already been in a racially mixed school. I had already had black teachers and princess books that had people that looked like me in them. So they couldn't get to my mind or my identity. But I just think it's interesting how it's more apparent in this day and age with social media and everything. The people are trying so hard to really redefine themselves, attempt to love themselves and their natural body, especially in an age of plastic surgery, or at least prominent plastic surgery, because plastic surgery has been around for decades and decades. But anyway, every group has their own idea of beauty, especially when it comes to women and girls. The standard of beauty is always changing. It changes from decade to decade. In the 20s, in the Western world, they wanted you or women to have, flat chests. Then in another decade, they wanted you to have large breasts. In another decade, they wanted you to be very thin, like in the 70s or 60s, like Twiggy or Diana Ross. And then in another decade, they wanted you to be curvaceous and have like a large behind and all of that. So it's the standard of beauty is always changing. Some cultures have, their traditional beauty standards, but it's best to just love yourself, because if you're trying to look like somebody else or trying to look at this ideal, even that ideal isn't real. And it won't make you happy. You'll always be pining. There'll always be something else. There'll always be something more. And the people whose body, or the people who you're trying to alter your body for, won't care in the next month or two. Because one month it'll be red hair is in, and the next month it'll be bald head is in. So just learn to love yourselves. This painting is acrylic. It is 16 by 20 on canvas. I had a very wonderful time making this art piece. It was a challenge for me because I'm still learning how to paint fabrics, how to paint the shadows of clothing and the tiny, tiny details, whether it be the lace or the light on a person's skin. I feel that this painting is molding me into becoming a better painter in regards to like hair, clothing, and other challenges. I would definitely take up this type of challenge again. There are other art pieces from history that I would like to explore as well. So thank you all for watching this video and allowing me to share with you my painting, Girls in the Mirror. Happy painting and happy creativity to all of you.